Guess who's back? Back again. Portugal. Tell a friend. Now how do we do it? First of all, of the 4 conquests, Portugal is playable in 3 of them. 1798, 1806 they are not in, 1812 they are, and 1815. In every single conquest you are against France, but you're not always against Spain. So Spain in 1798 is your enemy, in 1812 and 1815 they are your allies. So a general strategy will be 1798, kill Spain, and the other ones, save Spain. So logically, let's look at 1798 first. Funnily enough, 1798 probably is the hardest conquest as Portugal. So let's first look at the situation. You're fighting against Spain, which is a lot larger than you. Against France after that, but they won't really attack you only if you've basically taken out Spain. And Italy, and the Ottomans. So your big aim is to grab some cities of Spain ASAP. So really try to get Sevilla, because the British with their ships will bombard it, so it will be easy to take. If you can, take La Coruña, and then your economy is about up to scratch Spain, and from then on it should be possible. Maybe you can grab 1 or 2 cities in the south here, but it is a hard task to do. So what I tend to do is I build some cannons to really bash down. So I can't do one now, but I'll just save up a little money. And I'll save up usually the first turn. Spain joined, and if you've got any artillery general, put them on this cannon down here, you just have to. And try to take Sevilla as soon as possible, even though it will be hard. Run with all your troops there, build a second artillery. If you've got any second general, so if you've got Jourdan, most of you will have Jourdan, go for him and just casually chip away a bit at La Coruña, but this won't be a big aim of you. Focus your main force in the south, take Sevilla, it's really important. If you don't have Sevilla, you've got big problems. And as for the rest of the map, just don't pay attention. If you don't survive, then the game's basically over. Okay, so the ship's already bombarded Sevilla, which is a very good sign, so I can just grab it. If you've got Sevilla, the task will get a lot easier. Try not to go for Madrid yet, because it will just get slogged down. You really have to get some cities fast to get your economy up to scratch. If you're so lucky as I am right now and took Sevilla so fast, send the cannon up north, attack La Coruña. Or A Coruña, but it's La Coruña. I mean, this is a mistake. And try to rush for this city down here. This city down here. If you can do that, like I said, your economy is up to scratch, because then 4, 5, 6, 7 cities, and you'll have, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're not up yet, but they won't just crush you, because right now you're in a heavy danger. They'll just crush you. If you can, like I do now, help a bit to help the Brits a little bit. Just survive in Sevilla. Don't do anything major there. Don't try to push for Madrid. It's really not worth it. Hold just any cities which you have. Continue attacking La Coruña. Just chip away any city which you can get. It doesn't really matter if my strategy will work now. It will probably will for me, because I'm really strong. But don't go for Madrid. If you can grab any city here or here down, just do it. Just go for it. Do it. Okay, so mostly the Spanish will spawn units in La Coruña. That is the usual. But just watch out the Brits don't take Sevilla before you do. So like I said, I'm trying to get this city now. And I actually could get it, which is incredible. So if these 2 cities, you're already making an L around Spain, and that's the L Spain will take. Oh my gosh, that was such a shitty joke. Just try to rush cities. If you can't, then your economy will keep up. If you're slightly weaker, it's still possible to take out Spain, but if you just get stuck on these 3 provinces, you're just done. Just forget it. Okay, now in La Coruña there was a unit spawned. Don't be too stubborn. If you see a general get spawned there, keep your units around La Coruña. Don't try to force it. So I also can just try to rush for this city. Like I said, with militia you just hold cities. You just build militia, you just hold cities. If you've got economy for it, attack other cities. The good thing is, if you help in the south a bit, the Brits will really help you out. Just don't forget you've got 2 British ships here which will help you in Sevilla. So don't be too worried about Sevilla. And look now, because I left the city alone, La Coruña, I can just go and take it now, because they usually leave cities. Sometimes the retreat is the best attack. It may sound weird, but it makes sense. Okay, so now I've got a real L around Spain, and this should probably already seal the fate of Spain. If you can take out Spain, that's the main goal. If you take out Spain, the game is basically won, because then you can attack France, and if France has to deal with another major front, yeah, game's over for you. France. And then I only used, if you say I use all my good generals, I only used 2 generals. I didn't even use Karl, I only used Napoleon and Jourdan. So if you don't have Napoleon, just use all your other generals. Just try to get Sevilla. Don't go for Madrid, that's a big mistake. Go for this city, and you'll be fine. In 1812 and 1815, the strategies are very similar how to play with Portugal. But they're not the same like in 1798, because this time Spain is on your side and your job is to just keep them alive, because Spain is so weak in these conquests, because France is just dominating. Look to maybe steal a city of the Spanish or the French, and send everything to help the Spanish. Just help the Spanish survive and you'll do quite well. And now you should also use all your good generals. Usually don't really touch any conquest like these if you don't have any good generals. 1798 also, I mean, Portugal is a country, if you have low tech and low generals, probably don't try it. Just rush all your units there. If the Spanish lose a city, take it away from them. Together you and Spain should be able to push later on if you are a good player. Now another little tip is that the French have quite a strong artillery, so if you manage to kill the French artillery, the Spanish will be very, very thankful. I mean, they can't like actually be thankful, but the game will reward you for doing that. But now as Portugal, there's only a limited amount of units they can have. I can only have 40 units, I'm already a little bit over, so you've got money, you can't spend it. What you're gonna do, you're gonna help the fronts which do bad. Or you could pay in allies, so for example I could pay in Sweden now, but it's not really worth it. Maybe you can pay out Prussia once, that always makes sense. So I'm getting closer, I'm gonna attack the French spam, because France will spam like a maniac. Take out the generals to help the Spanish a lot. If you have good generals, if not, then don't go near them, because they'll kill all your units. As long as you don't have any new cities, you go on and you give money to your allies. For example, Canada always can deal with a good amount, because Canada is weak. Like I said, if the Spanish lose any city, you have to be an opportunistic douche and just take it. Don't feel sorry about the Spanish losing a city, it doesn't matter, you take everything you can get, because then you can start building units. Because the income cap is problematic. And like I said, their artillery now is a little isolated here. Go for it. Kill him. Kill Jourdan, he's really problematic. Use a bit of HP doing it, it's no problem, but if you take him out... it spoke like a real weird ass. If you take this artillery out, you'll help your allies a lot. As Portugal in 1812 and 1815 always sent money to your American allies, they will do them really well. And this, you can really you can lose a lot of money there. It is true. But you can help your allies so much there that it's gonna change the game. And look now, I've killed the artillery, I am beating back the little Frenchies. Oh, and look, Toulouse is almost dead. How about I'm gonna take it? Now I've got a place to build units from. If you can start building units, then do it. Now that you've got a city to build units from, you can also start actually producing stuff, because your cap is not anymore so problematic. But you still should give money to the Americas, because if the Americas fall, this game is basically over. It's gonna be so annoying. So okay, to repeat basic strategy, build all special units, real strong units, go and help against France. If you have a city somewhere, it can be in Spain. I mean, look, you could probably even grab the city right now, you can't. But if it's in Spain or if it's in France, go for it. Then from then on, build units. Before, give all your money to the Americas, give all your money to places which are struggling, like Sweden usually struggles. And the game should not be problematic. I mean, the Eastern Europe won't look too good, but as soon as Prussia joins, it'll be a lot easier. For 1815, it's basically exactly the same thing. Send all your units. I'm not going to do it again. Send all your units here. Help the Spanish. This time the French spam will even be a bit harder, so your role is even more important. If you manage to overwhelm the French a little bit, it's super, but if you can just hold, build artillery, hold these cities. Don't try to lose any of these. If you lose, it's problematic. Barcelona, Zaragoza or Bilbao, I guess. Don't lose any of these. If you can hold out and France doesn't make any big advancements, that's already a big win for itself, because France will spam at you. Like in the other one, give money to your allies, especially Colombia can really need it. Colombia is somehow so weak. Colombia always loses. So make sure that Colombia wins, and if Colombia wins, the game will be so much easier. Anyways, I hope this helps you. Win at Portugal. I wish you a nice day. Have a nice and subscribe and bye.